slide up against the Jags. They had a comeback in this one.
Brilliant comeback by the Steelers, and that was fantastic. We have one more to go tonight, but before we even get to that, so far, in your eyes, guys, Peter, I'll start with you.
Okay.
Who won the week?
Lamar Jackson won the entire week for the NFL to me. Last week I said Baker Mayfield, and he had the greatest rookie performance we've seen thus far. I think Lamar Jackson had a better one. And everyone's going to talk about the rushing yards, 27 carries, 117 yards. I was so impressed with Lamar's big passing plays. Let's go to the tape here. This is going to get lost in the highlights. This is in the second quarter late. Lamar finding a way to maneuver the pocket and hitting a receiver for a first down. That converts and that moves the chains. Let's go to the fourth quarter here. The tight end is another rookie, Mark Andrews. But watch this on 3rd and 8 late to get them in field goal range, and then the very next third down, shout out to Nate's former teammate Willie Snead, who makes the play here. But don't get it twisted. This was not one of those Tim Tebow 4 for 6 games. Lamar Jackson threw the ball, and he moved the chains with his arm also. This guy converted passes. I think that was the big knock on him. We know he can run, but can he make a big play? And Harbaugh was so complimentary after the game. He said to take it and to have the cerebral ability to move the chains in the fourth quarter and get us into field goal range, that was what was most impressive. So Lamar Jackson, the Ravens hadn't won in over a month. They find a way. I love the fact the rookie did it with his legs, but also with his arm and his brain.
I love that. The improvisational skills of him. You know, it's kind of like the show Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Sure.
Quarterback job. Whose job is it anyway? Well, people don't know about that show. Some of it's scripted. So you combine the improv of Lamar Jackson with some of that scripted. He's going to get better. He's going to get better at passing the ball.
I cannot wait to see that.
Snead on that Browns team that you were on?
Yeah.
Everybody was on that team. Michael Irvin was on that team, I think. It's an unbelievable thing. I'm going to take you guys to the year 2014, all right? There's a lot of Meghan Trainor, a lot of Uptown Funk, Birdman, Grand Budapest Hotel, and Andrew Luck was throwing for 40 touchdowns. And then he gets hurt, and his whole reputation devolves into Civil War memes and neckbeard jokes, and I get it, he has an old phone and he has a book club. I don't care. Andrew Luck in 2018 is one of the best 10 football players in the entire NFL. He won the week for me, destroying a Titans team that destroyed a Patriots team. And this was the game that all was supposed to come back to earth for the Colts. Nice story. They clawed off the mat. Frank Reich, comeback, yada, yada. Luck was incredible. Not sacked. Literally not hit in the game. That's an actual stat. He was not hit. Luck is going to make the comeback player of the year. He's going to make Quentin Nelson the offensive rookie of the year. And he's going to take the Colts to the playoffs when Frank Reich will be the coach of the year. He's doing all of that. He won the week.
Kyle just went bold on like 7 different categories in one sentence.
Hey, listen, Peter gave Colt McCoy the MVP the other day. So I got to keep up with the Joneses here, baby. I love the Colts. They're on fire.
Got to go bold.
Yeah.
That's cute, but the Texans are going to win the division.
Oh,
sure.
Crazy that we're not talking about them on their 7th win. So I'm going to dish out the love right now because they went on the road and they beat a division opponent. Now they have a 2-game lead in their division, and they're 1 game back from a first-round bye, right behind the Steelers. They're doing it. It might not be the best thing, but nobody's beating them. And if you look at this is the last team on the schedule that's a winning team, that has a winning record. They might not lose again this season. Can we wrap our heads around? If we're going to be bold, Texans don't lose the rest of the season.
13-3.
Listen, they face the Titans. They face the Titans next Monday night with potentially Blaine Gabbert as the starting quarterback. I don't know that I see them losing. I'm looking at their defense. They have 5 sacks yesterday from 5 different players, 2 interceptions. I didn't even know that was Eric Reed's or that it was Reed's little brother with the 100-run return for the score. That was incredible stuff on defense, on offense. This isn't I don't think it's, people are calling it the worst 7-game win streak.
It's so dumb.
It's not. That's not what it is.
No such thing, right?
I don't know that they lose the rest of the season looking at their schedule and the way they're playing.
Okay, Houston, Texans. Houston flexing out here,
If
okay?
the Texans go 13-3, they might be the 1 seed in the AFC.
Talk about it.
Through Houston.
Talk about it.
They're rooting for the Rams tonight.
Last game against a team that has a winning record was this one, and they won.
Kidding?
And it wasn't pretty, but they got the win, and their defense looked awesome, coming up huge. 2 interceptions, including that one by Reed.
I was told as a rookie, never apologize for a victory.
But now you have to be really bold because now we've got Colt McCoy's MVP, Andrew Luck's running the table, and so are the Texans.
Well, who won the week? You went back 2014. I'm going back to last Thursday. How about Seattle Seahawks? Seattle Seahawks up against the Packers at home. Russell Wilson, he did everything that we thought that Aaron Rodgers was going to do at the end of that game. He was clutch. He ran outside the pocket. He made the right throws at the right time. And they came up big and got the victory. And you know when you win and something good happens, like you find $1 on the ground.
Yeah.
And then you reach in your pocket, you find a $5 bill. Then you're doing laundry, you find a $20 bill. And then you're going through your clothes in your room, you're like, is this 100? That's what happened this weekend. They had a good game. They beat the team they were supposed to beat. And then the Cowboys win. And the Lions win.
Yeah.
And now they're in a better position.
More importantly, who's losing? The Panthers are losing. The Falcons.
The Panthers are losing. The Falcons are losing. And now they're in that hunt conversation, getting closer and closer to that wild card spot. So everybody wants to be bold with this new running game. Russell Wilson being who he is.
Where you
Russell
going,
Wilson is
Nate?
going to take his team to the playoffs.
Oh, boy.
And if they get in the playoffs,
Okay.
they're going to win that first game. And that's all I got to say.
Hey,
gonna
I
say.
like it.
Yeah.
And they get housed by New Orleans. But hey,
But the Seattle Seahawks, they will make the playoffs. Everybody wants to go bold. I'll go bold. I have faith in Russell Wilson. And with that running game, that reminds me of what Marshawn used to do with the running back by committee. I see these guys doing something special the rest of the season.
2 bold play callers will be on the field tonight in LA, wrapping this whole thing